Okay, I'm going for a run. It's going to be probably like 16k run, so like 10 miles. I'm gonna run towards the lake and I'm gonna tell you interesting stories. How I shit myself during one of the runs, how I ran a marathon in, I don't remember what the time was, but it's like 4 something, between 4 hours and 4:30 hours. It's finally not scorching hot, and that's great news. Because we had very hot weather recently. Okay, so whenever I run, especially when it's this hot, I run with a bottle of water. I might buy another one. I have Apple Watch, but other than that I don't carry any phones or anything like that. The problem with running in the city is the, what's it called, the traffic stop, the stoplights. Because sometimes you have to wait for a long time, but that's what I have to do. Yeah. So, why is it so long? Yeah, it's like it's taking forever. Okay, now it's my time. We also have some road closure up front. So we might have to run not in a usual way. Yeah, but there's construction, so I'm gonna run in a different direction. I think let's start with a fun story of how I shit myself. So we was in Montenegro and I was running from Sateev to another city, I don't remember what it's called. I decided to run in the morning. And I'm not sure what it was, but like just as I started, I really felt a stomach ache. Was it from food or anything else? I don't remember, but that's how it was. And then after about like 3 kilometers running up the hill, I had to stop. Oh, interesting. What's this all about? Actually, let's run that way. So on the 3rd kilometer I had to stop. I'm very glad that I took some tissues with me, otherwise this would be really bad. And so I had to stop on the side of the road and do the thing. Let's run here. As cars were passing by, I was there on the side of the road. Yeah, so that's my story. And after that, like, I felt pretty bad, I would say, because of this. I had some sort of, what's it called? Well, I had some issues with my stomach. And when you have issues, you have little water in your body. And I decided to run like 25k that day, and I was kilometer 3. It was pretty bad, but I just continued running. And so I ran and ran and ran and ran. And yeah, and I did it. Don't know how, but somehow. Okay, let's have some rest and we can just check what's in front of me. I would also say it's pretty unusual for me to run and speak at the same time. Usually I never speak and I'm just super quiet. The weather is magnificent today because it's windy, it's cloudy, it's well, it's pretty hot, still like 27 degrees Celsius, but yeah, very good, better than last week. I think it's such an interesting feeling when you, well, if you ever record videos, you know this feeling, especially in the beginning. When you, it just feels weird to record videos, and then, especially in public, and then you do it, and then it becomes great. You feel great. Yeah, how many fucking constructions are here? Like one, another one. I mean, you can only see two here, but okay, you can see more on the left. Still, like, a lot of constructions. Also, am I the only one who, after eating something sweet or drinking something sparkling, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the same thing that's in the nose, but and it gets into your throat. Every time I do that, I just had some sweet cookies before running, and I have a little bit of this thing in my throat. One important thing is that if you run, you should never check your time, especially in the beginning. Because you start putting too much pressure on yourself. And I used to do that, now I don't anymore, and it's great. You probably cannot see, but this is a pretty steep hill, especially for running. There's going to be another steep place, but this is pretty steep as well. There are only two steep places. And for some reason my knees hurt when I run, not up but down the hill. And overall, in the end, when you're returning back, I think running up the hill it's not good. I think because I'm speaking to the camera, I was running a little bit too fast, so I'm running out of breath, running up the hill. So I need to shut up for a little bit. Well, maybe you can see the hill from here. I don't know. We have very little people outside. I'm not sure if it's because of the weather, because of the protests. Well, let me tell you about the marathon then. So I decided to run it. Actually, let me clean my eye. I decided to run it like a month before the marathon, maybe like 5-6 weeks before. And the only time that I ran a half a marathon was once when I shit myself. The other time it was like 3.5 years ago, or even more than 2.5 years ago. And it wasn't like, I think I did it in like 4 hours, but then I felt like I was dying. This time, as I was running the marathon, it didn't feel so bad. It's so interesting. Anyone I'm running by is turning the head. It's like, oh, what's going on? The camera. So anyway, the marathon. In one of the previous videos I already told you that I decided to run basically the same thing as I'm running today, but then last second I decided to run around the lake. And so I felt tired after that, but surprisingly not as bad as I thought I would be. Having to cross the road here. The marathon itself was pretty intense, so I didn't really feel, I mean I did feel it, but it wasn't bad for the first, actually for half a marathon didn't, it was pretty easy. Then after that I started taking souls, so about maybe 22nd kilometer there was like a little hill. I'm not sure if I'm just used to running up the hills, or I just felt some sort of power from inside, but I started taking souls. By that I mean I just started running faster and faster beyond so many people, and I did that for about 10k. But the end of that 10k was pretty hard because this speed was pretty fast to what I'm used to. Actually, the shoulder's hurting because of the camera. So, at kilometer 34, that was like when I hit the bottom. Everything hurt a lot. I couldn't run, I had to stop, and well, they also gave us some sort of like sweets and stuff and like fruit, but about the sweets, like it was like fruit, what's it called, like fruit puree, and I collected a couple of those and some other stuff to bring to Julia because I thought, wow, that would be so cool. But then at kilometer 34, maybe I ran out of sugar, or what's it called, like glucose. And then I had to consume everything, literally everything. It became a bit better, but like 34 to 38, I just remember such an insane pain in every part of my body. I wanted to cry like so many times. I had to stop myself from crying. It was pretty bad. But I just continued. And then at the end, maybe like 1.5k before the finish line, there was a hill once again, and so I ran up the hill like a maniac. And if you saw how I finished, like I was just running past everyone, like everyone. There wasn't anyone running faster than me. People were tired, understandably. So was I, but I was taking souls. Also, I need to have a drink. It's been like maybe 4 or 5k, so I need to drink. Maybe on that side. So little cars today. Like, what's going on with the city? Half of the people are probably protesting, the other half is gone, like out of the city because of the protests. Also, I'm getting a lot of salty water in my left eye. This thing is supposed to stop it, but I use it to hold my hair. Okay, well, let me have a drink and then I'll continue telling stories. I think I'm more tired than usual at this point. First because I'm speaking, second because I decided to run. Not decided, but I ran a bit faster in the beginning because I didn't pay attention to the speed, I paid attention to the camera. It's a new Merc. It's great. My left eye is killing me. It's killing itself with the salt. Right now I'm running through the most expensive part of the city. Is it called like Senyak or something like that? But yeah. Pretty good here. But my favorite part of the city is either Voždovac to run or the Ada Lake. I like Ada because it's flat, like around the lake, and it just looks so cool with all the boats and water. And it looks modern. Doesn't look like Belgrade or Serbia. we're getting pretty close to Adi. You can see that bridge over there. That's where we need to go. In one of these like domes, or not sure about the specific word, but in one of those I received all the stuff for the marathon. It was such a vibe. Like even Julia wanted to run because of this vibe. Like it's been great. Such a great feeling that I remember feeling that feeling like very, very long time ago, probably in like the school times. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but still, like when you did some sorts of competitions. Yeah, so many like professional runners who get sponsors and things like that. You could talk directly to sponsors about sponsoring you. So that was cool. This is bad. We have a stoplight for another like 55 seconds. So I will have to run forward. I enjoy running non-stop. It's harder, but I feel better. Like I enjoy the process more. I will have to cross a highway without a crosswalk because I'm running on this side of the road. That's okay. Oh, the fucking sun appeared. Ah. That was a huge fucking hole. This is the highway that I'm talking about, but we can cross it further. And it's going to be a bit less. so many abandoned buildings here. It's crazy. Like, this is all abandoned. I do have to cross this section and the highway right behind that. Also, it's pretty inconvenient to hold the camera, and when I'm putting my glasses in the right place, it hurts my nose. Okay. So this is the part that I need to cross. And I'm going to cross it now. Okay, we crossed it. Usually I run behind the blue bus on that side. Up the hill. Now we're under the bridge that I was talking about, next to Ada. And now we get to the one of my favorite places in Belgrade, just because of how it looks from far. If you if you get close, it doesn't look good. So this is the good part, and then further. Yeah, this is the good part. Not here, but like further there. This is shit, to be honest. Still recording. Oh, 46 minutes only. Okay. Thought it was more. Oh, what the fucking idiot. Getting pretty warm. Oh. You cannot really see, but I'm pretty wet. Okay. I'm not sure where the halfway point is, and I'm gonna check it on my watch. I'm just gonna get to here, show you the place, and then run back. Well, I think this is the place where I'll stop. And this is the part that looks great from far away, but then if you look closer, point attention to details, and it's pretty shit. Yeah, and that's the mall, that's the lake. Okay, well, let's run back. No, let's have something to drink. I like putting like the stop points, something like this, where I have to stop. So before that point I can drink some water, and then after that I can run, or just like, yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm also going to put my socks on. Down. Okay. I think we did like 8K, so now we just have to do the same thing back, and that's it. First time running with a camera is, well, it's not the first time, but first time for like a long time. It is like you don't really pay attention to the run, to be honest, which is like good in a way because it's something new and doesn't get as boring, because running for 2 hours is pretty boring. For 4 hours it's even more boring. Yeah. And it does hurt my shoulders a little bit also. But I'm really glad that there are not a lot of people, not a lot of cars. It's a good thing. Like, it's beautiful to the left, but the issue is that I'm pretty sure these parts of the city, like, were not sprayed with chemicals from insects. Don't remember what this insect is called in English, but it's the one that bites and that can give you some diseases. These are usually in the grass. What's it called? Don't remember. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Only last weekend I bought some running clothing. So I had the running shoes. It's not Adidas ID0. So these are specifically for like long runs, so for marathons, things like that. But in terms of like the t-shirt and the shorts, I never had that before. And I've been running for like 4 years. Yeah, actually maybe 5. It's going to be soon, but maybe more, whatever. I run in school as well, but still the point is I just got it. And it's also an interesting part about running. What the fuck do I want to say? Oh yeah, because I didn't have any like special running equipment or clothing. The other clothing that I ran in the marathon and like long runs before that, it would rub against my skin and it would like cause bleeding because of how much it rubbed against me. It hurt a lot. Like that was the most painful rubbing ever, and not while it's rubbing, but like afterwards. So now we'll be running on the other side. Oops, there's a car. now. Yeah, so we came from that underground. Now we're running the other side. What is that on the wall there? Or this. Thank you. Oh, this is something new. I didn't see this before. Well, some interesting drawings. Also, it hurts my left leg to run. Like, it does it pretty often. My glutes hurt, but now, like, this part hurts today. That's definitely because of the camera, because I'm not running like in this motion. I'm also always holding the camera straight so that it doesn't shake that much. Yeah, it's not a good idea to run with the camera, but I'll have at least that from my memory, and if somebody wants to watch it. Oh yeah, it's getting very hot because of the sun, and right now it's like 30 degrees Celsius. It's pretty warm. Actually, I might run back the other direction because I don't want to run uphill right now. We'll see. I might have to go down. I don't remember, there's a cross walking that side. So it's time to have a drink. I don't like going up and down the stairs or running up and down the stairs. But I think it's time to run again. I really like running. It's hard, but like it's so great. Spend time outside, you learn the city, you move, it's great, you burn fat, you burn a lot of fat if you run a lot, which means you'll be just fit. So great. I wish I could run more. I wish I could work less and run more. Maybe I should take a look into just running, maybe professional running or something like that. What the fuck? Whew. Okay, here we are. Like seriously, this is a highway. The car is just going backwards because they turned not in the right way. Like seriously, you can drive a bit further, I mean, and just turn there. What's your problem? another huge construction. Oh, and a like a stone of a person who probably was buried under the ground. Huh? Here? Oh yeah, I wanted to pick here once because this is a highway. Huh, interesting. Huh. Very loud. Even though it's a bit cloudy, the clouds don't really stop the sun. Socks, if anyone needs it, you can find it there. Oh no, the stairs again. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yes, we did it. The view from here is pretty cool. Like, you don't see this kind of view very often. Okay. Interesting. It's also interesting to see that the grass does not grow during the summer. The reason for that is because it's too hot or too dry or both. Yeah. That's an interesting character. Oh, stairs again. Okay, let's have a drink and then we'll continue. I also don't like to stop to go uphill. I like to run uphill. I think it's easier, and then once you're up, to kind of catch your breath, stop for a second. Usually I don't stop if it's less hot and I don't have the water and the camera. It's also interesting how my VO2 changed. So when I started running, my VO2 was at like 36. I think it was. Now it's at 52, and it's been stuck at 52 for the last like 6 months. When I started running more, it went up, and then it just plateaued. I think the reason for that is stress. I don't remember, I heard the story recently of somebody just feeling stressful and then their health markers kind of went down. Oh, that was Hormozy. We have to go up the stairs again. So his health markers went down, and I think that's what's happening with me as well because of the stress and things like that. Also, I don't get it. Like, what's wrong with locals here? They never move. Like, they hear me coming from behind, or they see me running, or even when walking. Like, what is it about like Serbian people that they just don't move and they will bump into you? And I recorded the video over 2 years ago on this exact topic. Like, what's wrong? Nothing changed. I don't know. I've been running pretty fast today. This might be one of the fastest runs when it's this hot for me. We'll see in like 15 minutes what my time was. Okay, now it should be a bit easier without the bottle and pretty close to the house, so it shouldn't be that bad. It's still pretty cloudy, which is a lot better than running in the sun. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to record here because there's like people with guns. So almost done. The camera almost died. So if I don't say goodbye and the camera dies, then I'm saying goodbye now. Stairs again. I'm still recording. Oh, they're doing some construction there as well. Just because. Okay, well, I think I'm going to stop here. It's 93 minutes. Let's check the pace. 6:37. 14k. Done. 6:37. I think it's the fastest in this kind of temperature. The fastest like long run before that was like 6:39. So pretty good. Well, see you in the next madness video. Oh, by the way, forgot. Click on this video here to watch, because if you like this video, there's a good chance you might like this video here, so click on it.